Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds, and what an absolute pleasure it is to be here in beautiful Surrey, British Columbia at Discovery Community College. Love talking to people that are making a difference. Love talking to people that are having a good time in their life. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
So I'm Candice Thomas, and I'm the program educator for this community support work program in Discovery Community College, which is a diploma program, but then we also have like certificates with EA and mental health and crisis response. So I kind of get to do like the social service aspect and facilitate either instructing, which I've done, and now programming, educating, which is training staff and working with instructors and TAs, and then also all of our students, which is amazing.
Wow. Talk to me about the program. Well, what's it all about?
Active service, either in education, in harm reduction, in social services, in all facets of education, which is my passion. So from child and youth to adults, we have EAs in our college, and then helping all different kinds of styles of learners, and then also the vulnerable population, which is in high demand and need right now within healthcare and all services really. So life skills and right now we're in a crisis within the opioids and drug use, so also within that sector, so we help them too. And it's just really important to be of service, active service, to give service, so that's kind of the best part of our area.
Right. What was your pathway to this? What did you do before you were doing this role?
A little bit of everything. I started, I have a cousin with Down syndrome, so I've had developmental disabilities in my whole life, so always getting to do that, which was a passion, and then moving into wanting to help in some kind of facet, and I thought I was going to want to go into nursing, and then I decided I actually really wanted to do more mental health and education assistance, so I actually took a community support work diploma program myself, and I went in and I worked the whole field. I got to work with Fraser Health in harm reduction and mental health, and then I did acquired brain injury, and I was an EA, and then I specialized in neurological disorders, and then I had my son, and I decided it was kind of time to pivot, and I had always kind of wanted to facilitate adult learning, because learning didn't come easy for me. I needed EAs and stuff in school, so because we don't all learn the same, just like we don't all live the same. So again, active service, needing service, using services, community support work. So on a whim, I applied to be an instructor at Discovery, and it was the best thing I did. Wow. So I started, and it was just before the pandemic. And then we rolled into the pandemic, and then that was a whole new way of teaching online, which was amazing. And I got to do all that, and then I have facilitated into being a program manager, and then working within projects, which are government funded too. So all different kinds of communities, and I have Indigenous in my family, so being able to work with Indigenous communities as well, running programs has been amazing. Yeah.
What does it feel like for you on a night like tonight, when soon this place will be full of students and families?
It's exciting. It's really exciting. And then because I just came back into being program managing, I went back to instructing for a while. I actually have one of my own students who's going to be up on there. She's getting the Spirit Award. And so I'm excited as an instructor. I'm excited as a program manager. I'm excited for the students' growth, because they come in so nervous and they don't think they can do that. And they can, and they're all going to go in and they're going to work in the field of healthcare or social services in some kind of facet, which is so in demand right now. So it's a big circle moment. And then we know they can do it, but now to celebrate them and be with their families. And sometimes there's the first time ever graduating and for a family member, so to see it, and it's why I think vocational colleges are so important, because one path isn't everyone's path, and that's the way I did it too, so it's really important.
So on that note, why do you think so many people are turning towards career colleges at the moment?
I think right now, micro-credentials, certificates, short-term, people have to work. It's really expensive to live in the Lower Mainland. It's expensive at time right now. And it's a high-demand job. People are in crisis, are in need. So you take these kind of expedited programs, you do longer days, but faster pace, and then you're in the field providing for your families faster, or getting your foot in the door in some kind of way, and maybe moving on and doing more education, which is what I did too. But also the hands-on support we offer. We can smaller classroom sizes, diverse learners, people from all over come in. It's a lot more community-based inside of a classroom, so we can kind of hold them a little easier and catch them before they fall out, which some of the bigger not facilities, sorry. I'm used to working within some of those areas, but universities, you have 500 people. We have 15, 20. You can catch them before, and you can facilitate their growth in a different way, which is important.
Thank you for your conversation, and thank you for what you do, and congratulations on being a part of
Yeah,
this
it's really
tonight.
exciting. I'm really proud of all of them. Thank you for your time.